Hello, this is Laura. Today I want to invite you to something exciting. Not just a lesson, not just another English practice session, but a challenge, a simple challenge that could completely change the way you speak English. I call it the 2-month English Fluency Challenge. 60 days, 8 weeks, a short period of time that can create a huge difference in your confidence and your ability to communicate. Let me ask you something honestly. How long have you been learning English? Maybe 1 year? Maybe 5 years? Maybe even longer. And yet sometimes when you try to speak, you hesitate. You search for words. You feel nervous. Your mind goes blank. If that sounds familiar, please know that you are not alone. Many English learners experience the same thing. The reason is not lack of intelligence. The reason is usually lack of consistent speaking practice. English fluency does not come from studying grammar all the time. It comes from using the language regularly, speaking it, hearing it, thinking in it. And that is exactly what this 20-month challenge will help you do. So here's the idea. For the next 60 days, you will practice English every single day in small but powerful ways. Not for 5 hours, not in a stressful way, just consistent daily actions that slowly train your brain to think and speak in English naturally. Let's start with the first rule of this challenge. Speak every day, even if it is only for 5 minutes. Your brain needs daily exposure to the language. Imagine learning to play the piano but touching the piano only once a week. Progress would be very slow. Language learning is the same. The more frequently you practice, the faster your brain adapts. During this challenge, I want you to speak out loud every day. You can talk about your day, describe what you are doing, share your thoughts. For example, you might say something simple like, "Today, I woke up early and I'm planning to study English for 30 minutes," or "Right now I'm making coffee and thinking about what I want to accomplish today." It may feel strange at first, but this small habit trains your brain to produce English automatically. Now let's talk about the second rule of the challenge. Listen to English every day. Listening improves your pronunciation, your vocabulary, and your understanding of natural conversation. You can listen to podcasts, interviews, or simple English stories. The important thing is consistency. Even 10 or 15 minutes every day will gradually improve your listening ability. While listening, pay attention to how sentences are formed. Notice the rhythm of the language. Notice how speakers connect ideas. Over time, your brain will begin to recognize these patterns and you will start using them naturally when you speak. The third rule of this challenge is learning useful phrases instead of isolated words. Many learners memorize long vocabulary lists, but they struggle to use those words in real conversations. Instead of learning only single words, try learning phrases. For example, instead of memorizing the word opinion, learn a phrase like "in my opinion." Instead of memorizing the word agree, learn "I completely agree with you." These phrases are ready to use in real conversations, and they help you sound more natural. Now let's move to the fourth rule of the challenge. Stop translating every sentence. This is one of the biggest obstacles for English learners. When you translate everything from your native language into English, your brain works twice as hard. That is why speaking becomes slow and stressful. During this challenge, try to think directly in English. Start with simple thoughts. For example, instead of thinking in your native language and translating, say in your mind, "I'm feeling tired today," or "I need to finish my work soon." Small mental sentences like these slowly train your brain to think in English. The fifth rule of the challenge is shadowing. Shadowing is a powerful technique used by many language learners. It simply means listening to a sentence and repeating it immediately, trying to copy the speaker's pronunciation and rhythm. When you practice shadowing, you train your mouth and ears at the same time. For example, if you hear someone say, "Today we're talking about improving communication skills," You repeat the same sentence right after them. This technique helps you sound more natural and improves your fluency over time. Now, let's talk about motivation because 60 days is a journey. Some days you will feel excited. Other days you might feel tired or busy. That is normal. The secret is not perfection. The secret is consistency. If one day you only practice for 5 minutes, that is still progress. If another day you practice for 20 minutes, that is great. The important thing is not to break the chain. Every day you show up for your English practice, you strengthen your learning habit. I also want you to celebrate small progress. Maybe today you spoke a little more confidently than yesterday. Maybe you understood a sentence in a podcast that used to confuse you. These small victories are signs that your brain is adapting to the language. Imagine where you could be after 60 days of consistent practice. Your vocabulary would grow. Your listening would become easier. Your speaking would become smoother. Most importantly, your confidence would increase. Fluency is not about speaking perfectly. Fluency is about expressing your thoughts comfortably and naturally. And that confidence grows through practice. Let me challenge you to do something right now. If you are ready to start this 2-month English Fluency Challenge, write in the comments, "I accept the 60-day challenge." This simple step creates commitment. It tells your mind that you are serious about improving. You can also share one goal you have for the next 2 months. Maybe your goal is to speak English without fear. Maybe your goal is to understand English movies better. Maybe you want to communicate with people from different countries. Whatever your goal is, remember that progress happens step by step. If you enjoyed this challenge and want more English practice sessions like this video and subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, you become part of a community that is learning English together, growing together, and supporting each other on this journey. This is Laura, and remember, fluency is not a talent. It is a habit built through daily practice. Start today, stay consistent, and 60 days from now you might be surprised by how far your English has come.